Robbie, the words either you have it or you're a nobody, and I don't want to be a nobody sort of is your compass throughout the movie. How big of a North Star has that mantra been for you, and in what way has the meaning of it changed over the years?
Good
Oh
question.
my
That's a good.
gosh,
We haven't had that before.
that's long form and deserves an essay. And what does it now mean? Well, it used to be something different. I desperately wanted to be famous at a time when being famous meant that you were good at something or you were talented, and yeah, and I thought if I became famous, then I must be good at something. And not so much these days. And I don't know how I feel about it really, because I really also love the fact that you can do it yourself. I love YouTube. I'm a fan of Instagram, and I'm a fan of, content creation, and content creators get a bad name and a bad rep. But the fact that you don't have to deal with gatekeepers anymore and you can just do it from your house makes me feel good, makes me feel happy that everybody's got a chance of doing this thing. But then if you look back at the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, people were really mega talented. And I'm not saying that I am, all I'm saying is I know I've got it. I know whatever it is, I know I have it. I'm not saying I'm talented. I'm just saying I've ridden the coattails of it and stretched an elastic band from Stoke-on-Trent to Mars. But yeah, it deserves an essay and a long-winded answer. And I think that was a semi-long-winded answer.
That was good. That was really good.
Thank you.
Robbie, there's a comment in the movie that kind of stuck with me. It says, "Fame means even ugly people get slayed." It could have been brushed off as a witty joke. I laughed, but the more I thought about it, the more I figured it's probably a pretty layered statement. How do you reflect on it?
It's my joke, that, wasn't it? Guitars, get ugly people laid. So if you're suffering in the... No, I think it was Fame or Guitars or whatever.
No, it's two. Yeah, you say.
I think if you're suffering in the looks department, just learn 3 chords and you're all good. Yeah, very good questions, by the way. I'm having to think, and that's not a good thing.
Michael music biopics, they've always been here, but ever since Bohemian Rhapsody, the genre seems to have sort of a surge. Why do you believe they had such a rise in popularity the last 5 or 6 years?
Because they make money.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they make lucre.
yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody made a lot of money, and so you then have a lot of people sort of wanting to replicate that success. But I think I think a lot of them sort of tend to suffer from being sanitized or watered down, and so we were quite determined that we didn't want to do the sanitized version of Robbie's life.
That's not what I want to see as an audience member too. I'm very fortunate that Michael's done such a great job as an audience member. This is what I want to see. I want to see authenticity, and I want to see warts and all. And there are a lot of warts, and there is a lot of all. Never see the monkey's penis, though, do you? Do you ever see? Was there a monkey penis that was?
There was a shot during Land of a Thousand Dances where you weren't wearing underwear, but that was an early version.
Right. Better man too. Better a man.
Robbie, the movie touches on it, but why do you find the idea of revenge so seductive?
Well, I think that might be part of my makeup, being on the spectrum, being neurodivergent, experiencing incredible shame. That's one of the things that are unfortunate for the people in my life that may have slightly wronged me, is they didn't deal with somebody that was dealing with sensitivity dysphoria. And when you have sensitivity dysphoria and you take on things way more deeply than you should do because maybe your filter is broken, the remedy for that for the longest time in my life was to beat them. with my fists or in the charts. And I'm still dealing with that. I'm still dealing with that. I'm no less sensitive. I'm just trying to put it in its right place instead of being unguarded and using my chimp brain and being impulsive and lashing out.
The last question. What story does Robert tell today that Robbie doesn't?
Nothing. I keep nothing to myself. Everything comes out. I splurge, I tell, I purge. And more is being revealed to me most days as I seek to understand myself wholly. Can I just say, brilliant questions, the best questions of all the interviews that we've done.
Yeah.
Congratulations, well done.